Hiya cats and kittens, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. We are back with The Silent Age and we are playing the last chapter in the story called Mobius Trip. Oh no, my time machine, it's completely broken. Well, we did know this was going to be a one-way. The time machine looks pretty banged up.
No.
My time machine has blown to bits. Terminal sunk halfway into the ground. Come on, we've been time traveling where there's viruses attached.
Arr.
I can't reach it, I can't see any switch. Okay, is this a switch? Looks like a power generator. Dripping water. It's cold. Oh, same thing. Half buried door. There's a lot of dirt and rubble in the way, so I need a shovel. Spare contraption. Wow, is this another time machine? It looks totally different besides the fact that it's completely falling apart. I mean, it must have been here for quite some time. Can't see how this works. Ooh, I got a shovel. It's a shovel, rusty, but it'll do. If I don't really know, it looks like some kind of impractical kitchen table. It says Berman Solar on it. Huh, solar panel? Maybe? Thick roots. So I need something to torch. Not happy with my waistline, but there's no way I'm squeezing through there. Alright, let's go all the way back to the rubble. First aid kit. Yay! Let's steal it. Other than a piece of cloth, the first aid kit has been picked clean. A rock. A block of concrete. The surface is slightly rough to the touch. Let's see. The first time traveler that came back with everything. He's wearing the same suit I saw in these photos on the wall in the back lab. Cryo tube. I think it's one of those cryo tubes, but this looks like 100 years. Maybe what did I end up? And something else. Does the cloth do something? The only other thing I can think of is this is dirty. Let's clean it off. Probably not the proper way to clean a solar panel, but it'll work. Wait, oh wait, something happened. Oh, I get it. It's a big solar thing like my time machine. Follow the cables. Did I just get sick or something? Cool. This should work if it doesn't fry all the electrical wires. Oh, hey. You turn on. Whoa! What is that in the wall? It's a person stuck in the wall. It's a dead body stuck in the wall. Don't know how they got stuck in the wall, but they got stuck in the wall. What on earth? How is that even possible? Wait, there's something sticking out of his backpack. Looks like a rusty machete. Huh. Since I needed to cut those things, I wonder. Well, I'm not running out of breath this time. Okay. Let's see. Will it work like a knife sharpener? It worked like a knife sharpener. Look, the machete is much sharper now. It'll definitely cut through those roots. What is Frank doing here?
Frank?
Joe. Oh. Please. Need water.
What are you...
Please.
I'll get you some water. Hang in there.
Go. Run. The only other place I can think for water is the place with the dripping water, so let's run. Run, 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 run. Cup's full. Let's go back to Frank, who is somehow in the future with us. Meaning Frank is the person who brought back the disease. At least I think so.
Here you go, Frank.
Thank you.
I don't understand. What are you doing here? Where are we?
I'm not sure. I had no time. I pushed it as far as it'd go. From what I've been reading, everything gets imprecise the farther you travel. Even your physical location can get messed up. Nobody's been this far. We could be hundreds, maybe thousands of years in the future for all I know.
I don't get it. So, you're a time pilot now?
Do I really need to spell it out for you, Joe? I stole it.
What? You stole the time machine, but why?
Look, I've got no reason to tell you, but I guess it doesn't matter. You're the last person I'll be sharing anything with anyway. The truth is, I'm a Soviet agent.
Cut it out, Frank. I'm not falling for that one again.
I'm not joking.
Frank, you're just sick, confused. Come on, you can't be. Where's your Russian accent?
Joe, I'm an undercover agent deployed by the Kremlin. My job is to fit in. How far do you think I'd get if I went around calling everyone comrade?
So he's a secret agent. Oh, and we're gonna watch his story of him being a secret agent.
My real name is Yuri Barishev. When I came to America in my early 20s, I went to school here, worked here, spent nearly 10 years building the foundation of an ordinary life. But the truth is that my life is far from ordinary. I am a spy. I was planted by the Soviet Foreign Intelligence Agency to gather intel and advance the U.S. military research programs. I I started getting my first missions in the mid-60s. At the time, I thought I had built a promising portfolio of leads, but as I started to pursue them, most of them turned out to be worthless. By 1968, I had run out of goodwill with my handlers at the Kremlin. I was a disgrace, headed for extraction. Desperate for something, anything to report. I came across a Canadian company moving large shipments of iridium, osmium, rare metals not typically used in mainstream manufacturing. The buyer turned out to be a government shell, rerouting the materials to unofficial contractors, one of which turned out to be Archon. Having convinced my superiors that I was onto something, I got a job as a janitor. I didn't dig up much until you showed up. You were a great distraction, giving you plenty of chances to access off-limits areas. And for a while, I was able to scrounge together enough intel to keep the Kremlin happy. My hunch was correct, but I didn't have the full picture. Not yet. The metals were being used to build something unusual, all right. But I just couldn't piece it together. What I found made no sense. Time travel, doomsday scenarios. It read like bad science fiction. For a while, I thought they were on to me, feeding me bogus information. But as time went on, with security tightening around the labs and no one confronting me, I began to suspect that my intel was legit. But time was running out. Brezhnev and your President Nixon set to negotiate the nuclear disarmament treaty in a few weeks. My superiors were demanding results. My job on the line, I got desperate, careless. And this morning I got caught. I was tailing an engineer into an off-limits lab when I bumped into Barney from security. Ironically, management chalked up my trespassing to cluelessness and settled for just firing me. Knowing I wouldn't get another chance, I stole a security badge and snuck back in. I just found the time machine operator's manual when you showed up out of nowhere and nearly screwed it all up. Then it clicked. Not only could I steal the technology, it was the perfect getaway, too. Using the manual, I set the destination as high as it would allow. I figured if I could just get far away, I'd have plenty of time to figure out how to get it back to the motherland. But, I guess you know the rest. Listen, Joe. I'm really sick, and I'm not making it back. But you still can. The time machine has a timer, like a toaster. It's designed to return home unless the timer's reset. I removed the main power supply fuse to keep it from taking off without me. Here, take it. I have no idea how you got here, and I guess it doesn't matter. Still, despite my mission, double life, and the deceit, your friendship was always genuine. You're an honest guy, Joe, and I've really enjoyed your company. No, please, leave me. The pain's coming back. Oh, it hurts to talk. Need rest.
Okay. So I have a fuse. For what? Dude, you're sick. Come on. The fuse has to be for this somehow. It's obviously the computer ain't gonna work. Oh. Crack in the time. Oh, time machine. Cough, cough. What happened next? Quarantine lockdown initiated. Foreign organism detected. Can I open the door? You're the one who started this. You're patient 0. Get yourself in a cryo chamber.
No. No, it can't be. The foreign organism. It's me. I brought back the disease.
Which means he never stopped it.
I'm the one who spreads it.
Yes.
It was me all along.
Yes.
I must have brought it back with me. Oh God. I think I'm gonna throw up. I can't deal with this. What do I do?
Put yourself in the cryo chamber. These work here. What's happening to me? Am I dying? I might be able to use this now to get back before the security guards and I start infecting everybody. I need a grip of this. The virus kills mankind, Dr. Lambert said, but if I get infected and spread the virus that kills mankind. Disengage compression lock done. Cough, it's open. Is that it? Sleeper. What are these clothes? Where am I? My head. Got a flower, monitoring equipment. Piece of paper with some squiggly lines on it. Do we not know how to read, mister? It's like one of those polygraph test machines you see on cop shows. Locked. It says IKEA next to the handle. Ow, my joints are sore. There's no handle. Put it there. String. Just just like in the hospital. We shouldn't be in the hospital. Computer, what is this place? The last thing I remember is drowning. There was a tube and it was filled with something. I was very sick. It's a terminal of some kind, but nothing like I've ever seen before. Looks like they're playing solitary. Solitaire. There's no way I can guess the combination. It's not locked. Are you locked? You're not locked either. Howdy doody. It's a fern. Howdy, man. Jittery man. Howdy, jittery man. What's up?
No way to escape it. No way out. No way out. No way out.
I'm sorry. What?
End of days. Scourge and sickness. The cleansing of the earth.
So we didn't stop it.
The overlords conspired against us. Tricked us. Made us bring the poison back into the nest. Like good little ants.
Who did?
Too late. What's done is done. No backsies. But we must try. Do you hear me?
Sure.
The key to salvation. I've seen it. Felt its color. Know its shape. They don't know that I know. Oh no. But I know. I know. Write it. Write it, write it, write it! Before it disappears. Write it down before it disappears. Took away my tools. I'll forget without my tools.
Your tools?
Pens, paper. They're erasing the slate. Forcing me to forget. Trying to break my resolve. Persistence of memory. I must repeat all the time. Repeat. Or they fear me. Cower at the sight of scientific rigor. They know I'm close, so they take away my tools. I'll show them. The blinding light of the scientific method casts no shadows.
Damn.
Before we go get his pens, we'll talk to Mr. Agitated Man.
Whoa there, man. No offense intended.
Well, then I'll just...
Okay. Where's...
Just gonna go somewhere quickly. This guy's not all there. And we popped out a remote control. Good thing I remembered right now that I forgot to check the cozy chair. Where'd the guy go? Select company still looks like it's not to found the company. Let's leave him alone. Alright. Well, let's go give these to Crazy Guy. Here you go, guy.
Mightier than the sword. The pen, the pen, the pen.
And here you go, guy.
Need paper to reproduce the key. Need the paper. Gotta have paper. The key. The key.
Okay. I was like, why can't I get my paper back?
Bring help. Don't get caught. Save the kingdom, get the girl. Save the kingdom, get the girl. Save the kingdom, get the girl.
What is this, Mario? Save the kingdom, get the girl. Princess Peach. Guy wasn't crazy. Are we like in modern day society with the flat screen?
Miss, nurse,
Oh, hi there. Goodness. You startled me. You could have just knocked. And it's Doctor, actually, Dr. Emma Brown. I'm a little embarrassed to say, but we don't have any files on you, so I don't even know your name.
it's Joe, ma'am.
Oh, call me Emma. We're not so formal here. It's nice to meet you, Joe.
I'm sorry, Dr. Brown. I don't know how to say this, but everyone here is in serious danger. I'm very sick, and it's very important you call the authorities and...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Deep breaths. There's nothing to be afraid of. How do you feel?
Okay, I guess. A little sore.
See, you're fine. And the soreness is to be expected. You've undergone muscle therapy. You've been asleep for at least 3 decades, after all. Maybe even more.
Now, how come I don't look older?
Where am I? What year is this?
Easy, Joe. I know it's a lot to take in. It'd be a shock to anyone's system. Haven't been under for as long as you have. It's 2012, and this is the psychiatric ward at St. Genevieve's Hospital. You were brought out of hibernation 5 weeks ago. Like the others, you were placed in an artificial coma for regenerative muscle therapy, and brought here for evaluation and rehab after everything checked out.
Oh, God. The tubes. You have to listen to me, Doctor. I'm dangerously sick. I was carrying something when I got in.
Oh, that? Well, that's true. You did all have some kind of flu. Actually, the resident physician did find it peculiar how you had all contracted a type of avian flu that only first appeared in the late 90s, and a new strain at that. In any case, the pathogen was largely dormant due to the extended hibernation. We run very thorough medical checks on all our cryo clients, so we gave you all a shot of our regular cocktail. Cleared it right up before you even came to.
So it's gone? But Archon...
Yes, I'm afraid I don't know much about all of that. All I know is that the company that froze you went bankrupt back in the early 70s. A victim of industrial sabotage, I think. Anywho, the remaining assets were sold off, and the Cryoform company bought the cryogenics technology. As per ethical requirements, that included all of you who were frozen there. We've been helping rehabilitate Cryoform's clients for the past 5 years or so. Mostly folks suffering from previously incurable terminal illnesses and heavy wallets. But you didn't hear that from me, huh? Unfortunately, cryogenics was a little experimental when you went under. So, while the company's been freezing and reviving clients for quite some time, you had to stay confined to the original equipment. Apparently, a lot of Archon's original documentation was destroyed in a fire, so Cryoform had practically no information on any of you. That's another reason it took so long to figure out how to revive you. Sadly, the others haven't been quite as coherent. They share certain delusions, you know, end of the world, that sort of thing. An unfortunate side effect of cryogenics' primitive state at the time, I suspect.
We're all
You,
pilots.
however, seem just fine. Apart from the shock, I mean.
So I'm not sick? You sure?
Yes, Joe, quite sure. In fact, I see no reason to keep you here. We have an excellent rehabilitation team who'll get you settled into your new life in no time. Just come see me when you're ready to go.
So he should be like 60. The Rorschach test. I mean, there's
So, are we all ready
nothing
to go?
else for me to do besides leave.
I
Woo!
guess.
Hopefully I don't end the world.
Worry. The rehab team's eager to help get you settled in. I know it may feel a little overwhelming now, but trust me, you'll love it in 2012. Endless opportunities. A whole new lease on life. Speaking of, I happened to catch you on the surveillance monitors a little while ago, and you seem to show excellent problem-solving skills. You like puzzles, Joe?
Perfect.
I'll be sure to mention it to the career coaches. They'll find just the right thing for you.
Are we leaving? We're leaving. End of story. 21st century man. Seeing all of this and all the new technology must totally freak him out. So we didn't end the world. Hopefully. What's the next picture? Or that's it. Yep, that's it. The end. Well, thank you and have a lovely night.